Leo, welcome to the Jezebel Way Tarot. Today I'm going to be doing your Love and Then Some last half February. Wanted to say thank you to all of you for coming to view the reads and your subscriptions and your support of the channel. I truly appreciate it. So, Leo, let's get you a good read. Yeah, it looks like there's some issues with finding balance in a support system or your foundations in your life. It looks like you're experiencing some sort of period of time in which you're having to confront childhood issues, which could be shaking up your foundation a little bit. But you're going to have to seek the truth and show dedication during this time. The universe is bringing this to you to bring dedication into your life, some sort of devotion that needs to be addressed. You need to take the leadership role that you were meant to take, Leo. You're kind of waiting for results. Perhaps you applied for a supervisory position or some sort of job that you're awaiting the results for. You want to make an offer. You want an offer made to you. And your fear is that you will not get this offer. So you're confronting childhood rejections, perhaps. You're going to have to find a balance during this time for that, though, because you're kind of living in a little bit of anxiety. Take a deep breath, okay? Find your center. So let's see what the cards have to say. Okay, well, feeling alone. You feel alone right now because you're having some anxiety about waiting for something. This is affecting your foundation. 3 for you, 3 for your partner, and 3 for the state of the relationship. Everybody keeps getting these love and flow and detachment cards. Center of your read is listening. Okay, you need to get still and listen. Perhaps to a lover, perhaps to yourself. 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months for whatever these represent for you. All right, let's take a look. Again, center of your read is listen to yourself, to a lover. There are feelings of aloneness here. You are fighting against letting things unfold naturally because you want an offer of love that you think is going to bring you new clarity and life and happiness. Or you could be offering love that will bring, make the situation brand new. Looks like your partner's dealing with some heart chakra issues. Maybe they don't feel heard. Okay, or maybe they just, they're having a hard time believing in themselves and their communication is not so good. You got to believe in things that are meant to be sometimes, okay, and follow that path. You have to release some issues that you've had in the past so that you can come into healing. This you have to do alone, though. No one can help you do this. You have to do this alone. There are a lot of cards in your spread that talk about divine path, independence, communication, a newness that needs to come. And healing is a big one. So let's just kind of see what the cards have to say. Let's get some clarifiers on it. Of Leo in love. Maybe you're having a hard time believing in this relationship, or your partner is. Okay, justice. So there needs to be some fairness had. You could be dealing with a Libra. Somebody feels like feeling alone, though, is an injustice of some kind. But these feelings, okay, are all coming to an end because you're at the 10. Yeah, so you want to move forward with making an offer of love, but there's some sort of betrayal here for future planning. Perhaps there's a move that's going to be taking place and you feel like you got to put the brakes on this thing. Or perhaps you've had to move physically because there's been lack of funds, okay? And you're trying to get control over your money. There will be a new offer being given to you for a new start. This could be job or it could be relationship, but there will be something solid coming your way. But you just have to take a leap of faith. Listen to your intuition. Yes, so there is some sort of an issue in marriage, relationship, committed relationship, which perhaps has, you know, proven either to have, you have to call it like it is. Okay, you want to offer love, but you're going to have to call it like it is right now. There's a roadblock in your path, Leo, and Wheel of Fortune's here moving you forward. You're trying to stay in your head. Here you are. You're trying to be logical about this because, you know, it could be that you've accepted a job in another city or state that has to cause you to move, and you're going to have to put the brakes on this offer of love to this partner, this commitment. And you're trying to be logical about it, right? You're trying to stay grounded because you're going to get your wish fulfillment. You're going to be financially stable again. And you're going to get your wish fulfillment in relationship, but maybe one thing at a time. You have the Cancer card moving you forward. The Chariot is moving you forward in this new beginning in your life. Okay, perhaps this is a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Pisces specific, that you will be moving forward in victory with. But, you know, you need to be clear with them about why you might have to be putting a pause on continuing forward with the commitment. This partner, though, is going to be a very nurturing partner. It looks like they're going to be very understanding about it as long as you're clear with them. Yeah, your partner wants to take action as far as the relationship goes, but there's a roadblock in the way, and they know that. And they also know that abundance is happiness. So you have to, they're willing to let you go, chase this dream down. And they want a solid commitment before you leave, but they're also going to be fine being content on their own. Okay, so if that's a fear, don't worry about it. They are afraid that you're going to reject them as a result of this, but as long as you're clear with them, then this is what you've got. Okay, as long as you're clear with your partner about what's happening, they're waiting here for you, and they understand that there will be a solid foundation. This is their dream, but they know you have to do some things before you get there. So just listen to them. Maybe that's why that's at the center of your read. Listen to yourself and listen to them, and you have to follow your path. Your partner is holding on to the idea of you making this offer, but they want the truth. If you do not speak clearly with them and you do not tell them the truth, you know, this is just going to cause stagnation in the relationship. You're going to be unhappy. The truth's coming out anyway. You know, and the truth is that they're devoted to their own endeavors too. They're devoted to you seeking out yours, and they are devoted to theirs as well. In work, they're very passionate about their job as well. There is going to be, you could be dealing with fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, okay, as well, some of you. But it looks to me like they know that you're a soulmate. They want to build happy family with you. They want new passion with you. They feel like you guys have all the tools that you need to do this with. But their fear is that this will end the relationship as far as the passion. The passion will be diminished because you will have to move on to something else. They want you to make a decision, Leo. They want you to make a decision in love. They want you to quit juggling there's going to be a transformation take place, an enlightenment about this solid commitment. You know, perhaps it needs to be put on hold for a minute. You need to communicate that to them, because if you don't, there's going to be bust up and shake up. They're going to know anyway, and they're going to tell you, look, you know, fess up. So basically, this just boils down to you communicating with your partner that there's been some things happen in your life. You have to go pursue that and engage. Stay engaged. They're willing to stay engaged with you. Yeah, you have to, they're having a hard time communicating with you that they're struggling with fair give and take. They're struggling with the idea of understanding that this has to take place, but they want that commitment from you. They're waiting for the right time to communicate this with you because they feel like it's on their mind that they're being a little bit unfair and demanding a commitment when there's all this stuff going on. And, you know, they're waiting for you to walk away because they feel like you're in a position where you have to make a choice between this new thing or them. And they feel like they've put you in that position. Yeah, they're trying to protect decision-making and stay grounded, and they want reconciliation. They do feel like this is a burden. They want to communicate the burden, emotional confusion. They're trying to find balance because they're trying not to be controlling. They're worried that if you're away from them for any period of time, that you'll find another lover. They're worried about if they allow you to go on your journey, it will be the end of your relationship. And they want you to know that there's a secret here. And the secret is you're going to have to go on this new endeavor in order to come back to your lover. Yeah, so, you know, somebody's going to go in a hermit mode. They may cut communication for a minute because secretly they want you to stay, but they know that they have to let you go. Yeah, so, I mean, there will be the offer of love. They're still trying to protect that idea, but, you know, they're going to be heartbroken if the communication isn't appropriate, and it will be the end of the relationship if you don't handle the communication appropriately. You're going to have to release, or your partner's going to have to release some of these ideas they had built up in their head about this relationship. Good, because they feel kind of victimized here, and they're afraid you're just going to leave them. So, you know, sometimes we have to take detours. Doesn't mean it's the end, it's just a detour. So, Leo, make sure you're clearly communicating with your partner. You have to stay engaged and make plans. You continue both. We'll have to continue putting in the effort in the relationship. But there's some journey now that you have to go on that you're going to have to go on alone. But your partner's just struggling a little bit. They know what the best thing is to do. They know what the right thing is to do, but they're having trouble taking their own ego out of the game, so to speak. You know, perhaps you're going on some kind of new venture and they're just having feelings of, you know, they're afraid you're going to leave them, or things will change the relationship, you know, but I think that's really what it is. This isn't a malicious control issue. They're just afraid not to see you every single day, I think is the deal. You know, and you just have to continue to make the effort, and they will too, to kind of minimize that a little bit. There's going to be big changes here, Leo, in your relationship, and it involves distance. You're going to have to continue to make the effort, it looks like to me. All right, we had a couple of cards come out, and I'm going to take this. So, show simple acts of kindness. So, you know what? This just talks about continuing to remain engaged in the relationship. A simple act of kindness can energize you and bring happiness to those around you. Look at your pattern in relationships. This requires inner strength to recognize that you need to change or modify your behavior. So I think this is really for your partner, Leo. I think this talks about your partner needing to be supportive of you in this new thing that you're taking on, and understand that they have to remove their ego out of the situation to allow growth to happen. Be supportive. Make a genuine effort to show you care. You're going to have to continue to support each other, especially now that you're taking on something new, whether it be new job or new creative endeavor or something. Something is changing here in this relationship, and it's not the end of the relationship, but you guys need to get together and clearly communicate your fears to one another so that you're continuing to stay engaged and supportive of the relationship and one another. Balance. There you go. You have to maintain the balance. You and your partner have to maintain this balance while you're independent from one another for right now. You're going to have to continue to maintain the connection in the relationship, which may be harder because you're not going to be physically together every day. You still have hope, though. You still have hope for this, and there still is hope for it, but your partner's kind of suffering a little bit because I think they're afraid that passions are going to be tempting. And they feel like this is an emotional loss because a loss of you being there every day. But there's going to be a material harvest here in this situation because this is all about the betterment of the foundation for the both of you materially. So it looks like perhaps a job or something like that's going to be taking you away from your lover on a daily basis. There are fears that are coming up. Just have to be supportive of one another in the relationship. And your partner is struggling with their ego and continuing to be supportive with you because they want to be, but they have a lot of fears. So you guys have to get together and talk about it. Okay, spiritual understanding. I am bringing you esoteric information and symbols and helping you understand spiritual truths. Okay, so you could be seeing synchronicities like 000 or 999, 444, stuff like that that talks to foundation and cycles coming to a close. Well, in work or in whatever this is that you're taking on, something has come to a close and pushing you forward to something new. So pay attention to that and don't not take the opportunity because you're afraid of what will happen to the relationship. Making time to write down your thoughts in a journal, pen, or article or book. Or this could simply, mean you guys are going to have to put more effort into texting and communicating over the internet and email or whatever in order to keep stuff going. Crystal clear intentions. Be clear about what you desire and focus upon it with unwavering faith. Yeah, so you're going to have to communicate clearly what it is that what your fears are too, as well as your partner. Because that's really what this is all about, is fear, it seems like to me. Fear of change. Oh yeah, bottom of the deck we have the 8 of Swords. So this is just basically more anxiety and worry about, you see that little devil in the background? They're afraid that temptation's going to creep in on your relationship and you guys are going to find yourselves stepping out of the relationship on each other because of the distance. But what you have to do is understand that, those are clear choices that you make. And, those are just fears and insecurities that have to be overcome. Because right now it looks like, these fears might be taking over the relationship a little bit because there's not anything happening in the bedroom. Now, this is my erectile dysfunction card, and it talks about, really this is just a fear. And it's hindering the performance sexually in the relationship. Got to overcome those fears because the Nine of Swords talks about anxiety, but, there is a lot of anxiety happening here with these changes, but really this is how you and your partner feel about each other. And there will be new growth and new beginnings in this relationship as a result of you allowing your partner or you taking the, having the freedom to go on and pursue other things. Not other people, other things. And you'll come right back to the Lovers, the Two of Cups, where you're together. This is just a little bit of a detour. You want love. You want this relationship to continue, the both of you do. You just need to communicate your fears. End of story. I am deeply fulfilled by all that I do. If you don't take this opportunity, you will not be deeply fulfilled. Each moment of the day is special to me as I follow my highest instincts and listen to my heart. I am at peace with my world and affairs. Yeah. So you got to go on this journey, whatever this means. Job, some sort of project, something. You've got to pursue this. Your partner needs to allow you to feel free enough. Freedom is my divine right. I am free to think wonderful thoughts. I am moved beyond past limitations into freedom. I am now becoming all that I'm created to be. So this newness will bring in self-confidence to you. This is going to bring in a new solid, foundation in work perhaps. You're going to grow a great deal as a result of this opportunity. I now go beyond other people's fears and limitations. Do not let your partner's fears hold you back or your fears hold you back from taking this opportunity that's been presented. It is my mind that creates my experiences. I am unlimited in my own ability to create the good in my life. So loving yourself, taking this opportunity will bring nothing but material wealth to your relationship. It will build your bond. You will understand the support in the relationship and the strength in the relationship as well, but you have to stay active and engaged. I think this will strengthen your relationship, but you both got to be honest with each other. Money card came out here. I just saw that. Money, money, money. So this probably has to do with the job or something long that's going to take you long distance for a little while. Make it rain. Take the opportunity and enjoy that and bring a new vitality into your finances and into your relationship. Believe what you see, Leo. Face reality or live in la-la land. Choose bravely. You have to be brave because you know that this is an opportunity you cannot refuse and you have to take it. Just be brave. You're giving too many fucks. Give 0. So, Leo, that's what I have for you for your love and then some last half. Do not let fears keep you from pursuing this opportunity that's clearly meant for you. See you in March.